Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another English class. Today, we're gonna be checking on vocabulary, especially about phrasal verbs. They are a kind of headache, but it's not really difficult though. So, please, before starting this class, keep in mind that you need your student's book on page 83 and that you're gonna fill or complete some exercise. So, in this case, use your pencil. And if you're gonna do something in the notebook, just like homework or copying some vocabulary, please use your black, blue, and red pens. So, having this in mind, let's start. We're gonna start with exercise 10 under the topic of phrasal verbs. And we have a bunch of phrasal verbs here, so I'm gonna read the instructions for you. It says, read a website and match 8 of the phrasal verbs in blue with the definitions. So we need to read this part, and so it says the chat zone, okay? And let's pay attention to what it refers in each case to regarding the phrasal verbs. So it says, I took off windsurfing last year. At first, it's quite hard. But when you learn how to hold on, it's really exciting. So we have to cup and hold on in this case. The next one says, we went away last weekend on a survival course. We had to build our own shelter, look for food and the forest and cook it over an open fire. Next one says, I'd like to do a course in animation. I checked out a few options on the internet and found out that they are very expensive, so I have decided to save up for next year. We drove to Scotland in August and had a brilliant holiday. Unfortunately, on the way home, the car broke down. We didn't get back home until 3 in the morning. I've put on plays with my friends. We make up our own stories, write all the words and dress up. My brother thinks we are just showing off, but everyone else really likes it. We went on a 15-mile hike in the mountains. After 10 miles, I wanted to give up, but we were miles from anywhere, so we had to carry on. But once we had arrived, I was glad we had done it. So this reading helps us to have like a context of each phrasal verbs in case we don't know some of them. So let's see this exercise. We have the first example, which is done now. Wear special clothes for a show or party, etc. Which means this is dress up. Number 2, get more information about something. This is find out. Of course, we want to find out things. Number 3 says display your abilities to impress people. And this is show off. Number 4, begin doing a new hobby or free time activity. This is take up. Number 5, support yourself with your hands to be safe. Hold on. Yeah. Number 6, stop working. A car, it's breakdown. 7, stop making an effort. Stop doing an activity. This is give up. So please don't give up on school. Don't give up on homework. Number 8, invent a story or an excuse. Make up. Yeah. So, having this in mind, what I want you to do as first task or homework is that you're gonna write this vocabulary in your notebook under the topic phrasal verbs. So, this list and these phrasal verbs, I want you to have it in your notebook because it's part of the exercise for exercising the memory, just to remember the meaning of these phrasal verbs. Please have it in your notebook. Thank you. So let's continue with the next exercise. The next exercise says write definitions for the 7 other phrasal verbs that aren't defined in exercise 10, which means that you have to define all these phrasal verbs. you have to put a definition to each one of them. For example, we have go away, put on, carry on, check out, save up, get back, look for, and dress up is already here. So these ones we have to check on the dictionary or check on the word reference application and define what's the meaning of, because we have them here also, but we don't have the definitions. And for that thing, we have these definitions. It says suggested answers. Go away means live somewhere for a period of time. Look for means search for something or someone. Check out, do some quick research on something. Save up means not spend money in order to be able to pay for something. Get back, return to the place you started from. Put on, perform a play, etc. Carry on means continue. So, in this case, as they are also phrasal verbs, what you're gonna do is to add this vocabulary to the list in your notebook. Remember that the topic of this is phrasal verbs. Okay? So, you have to add this list also to your notebook. Okay? So, we're gonna only review that you have to do this list of definitions and also these orders in your notebook. Remember, we need all the lists together under the topic phrasal verbs. And basically, we are about to finish this without leaving this exercise. It says number 12. Write 5 things you have done or that happened to you recently. Use the phrasal verbs in exercise 10. For example, we have here, I lost my mobile phone and I looked for it everywhere. So, let's put another example. Another example you had there, I will help you with this as an example, is the phrasal verb give up. So we can put this, I gave up on math. I'm really bad at it. So in this case, you're using a phrasal verb in another tense, in past tense, but it's still a phrasal verb. I gave up on math. I'm really bad at it. So it's an example. What another example or what another phrasal verbs could you use of? So I want you to complete by yourself this last exercise. And basically this would be all for today. So I hope that you enjoyed this little moment that we are sharing, and just enjoy your day and your weekend. So let's read each other and listen to each other next week. So goodbye, take care.